If you're like me, you can't even buy socks in this modern age without spending an hour reading reviews. Where once we would go to a department store and grab a bag off the shelf, now we fall down a rabbit hole of online opinions. Let me save you some time. Buy these socks. They do not pill. They do not fade. They don't get holes. They don't lose their elasticity. They are warm in winter and cool in summer. I bought a pack of these a year ago for everyday use, and having worn them, well, every day, I can assure you they are still in top shape. I don't actually work on my feet, but I live in a city and I walk a lot, and am generally an active person, and these socks have held up really well. Someday in the distant future, if they do finally wear out, I will happily replace them with more of the same. Before these socks happened upon my life, I was a nervous wreck. Death, I sensed, was lurking around every corner. I never knew which day could be my last, and the sheer thought of my immediate demise was crippling. But alas, that fear is no more. For once I slipped into these cushiony foot sleeves, the malice and dangers of this world fled my every approaching step. My nightly strolls down the freeway are met with screeches of joy from the tires upon which see ever so vigilant drivers. Before, I knew that if I had done so, surely I would be met with quite the blow from the bumper of an SUV, driven by the inconsiderate and loathsome Karen. Rather, my methodical march of leisure was met only with the soft touch of a cool summer's breeze. It was not more than a day ago, I was held at gunpoint by a ruthless, ill-tempered thug that quickly turned face upon noticing the socks. Hence realizing that he was indeed incapable of harming me. Yes, it would appear as though I am impervious to all known threats. However, there is one troubling unfortunate consequence. For you see, as these socks are now my protectors, their view of threats, it seems, holds no discrimination to any soul within my immediate vicinity. My friends now avoid me as I cross their path. Women avert their gaze and seek refuge from my presence. The common stranger, repelled by the sight of the glowing neon halo around my shins. My own parents have disowned me. I am alone. My only friend. My only companion now is eternal safety. So, yeah, the socks work and they look cool. May 5th. After a few years of wearing suits like a corporate robot and buying those damn dress socks that come in a 3-pack with 3 different patterns, most of which are ugly as sin, I found myself with a drawer full of these time-sucking mismatched burdens. Every time I did laundry, it was a half-hour game of memory, and there was always one left over at the end. One day I said, screw this, bagged them all up, looked at my pile of worthless white socks, which also had a few too many varietals, threw those in too, and dropped them off at the homeless encampment under the freeway. So, I didn't have any socks for a couple days, but, when these came, I loved them so much that I bought 3 more packs. Plus they're black and match 90% of my wardrobe, they are comfortable, have a nice little compression to the feet, don't smell like hell like my dress socks did at the end of the day, and I never have to match and fold socks again. Pile them all in the drawer, and any 2 that I pull out in the morning always match. Hours of my life have been given back to me. And they say you can't buy time. I work at a nuclear power plant, and oftentimes I am working in very warm or hot environments, greater than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I am on my feet a lot. I go through a lot of socks each year. I have tried Gold Toes, Nike, Under Armour, and some others. I wanted to try these because of the Dri-tech feature, as well and some of the design features to reduce foot fatigue. When I am working, I feel that these are a very good sock, especially for the price. But I don't like these when I am at home. As I pull my slippers on and off, and put other shoes on, these socks slide off of my feet a bit, especially if I am not wearing my slippers around the house. I haven't noticed that these reduce foot fatigue, or even keep my feet dry when I am wearing shoes or boots. Aside from that, these are a great value, but next time I will try another brand to see how these compare. Update: I have come to love these socks, and I would say thus far they are the best work socks that I have ever had. They fit well, and do a decent job of wicking away foot sweat. 4 stars is a reasonable rating for these. If they were a little thicker, they could provide more cushion, which would help with being on my feet all day. I tend to throw a lot of socks out. Probably because I throw away socks after one unwanted hole. However, after nearly 6 months of wearing these socks to work, I haven't thrown out a single pair. They're also rather comfortable, as far as socks come. Sure, you could buy roughly twice as many Hanes socks for the same price, but I think these are a quality product. I have no hesitation in buying more Dickies socks, and I recommend them to my friends. I will update if these socks start to wear through. Update: after nearly 2 years, I have still yet to throw away any socks due to holes in the bottom. I have started to see some of the elastic fall apart in the ankle and upper bands, but they're still very wearable. I did have 1 or 2 socks develop holes where the thicker lower fabric meets the thinner upper fabric, but we're talking 2 out of 24 socks over a 2-year time frame, which I find rather impressive. Another update: on some of the socks, the elastic has started to wear out, most noticeably around the upper portion of the sock. I had a few socks with holes in the bottom, but I think it's from snagging them and not the sock wearing through. I still have quite a few pairs in good shape, so these socks have lasted a lot longer than I expected. With big feet and a hatred of wearing shoes, I've always been hard on socks. For years I've gone back and forth between Hanes and Fruit of the Loom, and just like clockwork, holes form in the heels. Like and subscribe to get the latest trends.